Hello everyone! Welcome back to the Casino Co YouTube channel. Today we are going to be reviewing Mattel's Dueling Dinos Ultimate Battle Set. Now, what even is this thing? Well, this set comes with more than 50 cards with unique artwork on them, and if you stick them in this mechanism, which reads the code on the bottom of the card, it will spew out some facts that probably came from the Jurassic Facts app. You can also put in another card in the other slot and click the button in the middle to make them fight. Now that you get the general gist of this product, let's start off with the design of these cards. For the front of the cards, they used a plethora of art from different parts of the Jurassic franchise. They reused a lot of the art from the Dino Rivals line, which had their own cards which came with every toy in the Dino Rivals line. They only got the front part of the body on the cards, which makes me wonder why they didn't use the whole body. Must have been a design decision. I'm not too fussed about it. For some of the Dino Rivals cards, they recolored them from their original Dino Rival look, making them look more mainstream with their more common look. They used a lot of art from the marketing of Jurassic World Rebirth, and they also used some of the 3D models from Jurassic World Evolution 2. There is also a lot of art that must be unique or come from an entirely different source. I am not sure though. Regardless, the art still looks fantastic, other than this stuff from Jurassic World Evolution 2, which looks a little out of place. On the back of the card, it tells you the animal's intelligence and aggression level, along with their diet. It also shares a lot of other facts and trivia as well, such as the time period in which it lived, its height, length, and weight, and a little bonus fact to add a cherry on top. There's also a section where it shares a key characteristic of the animal. On the top of the card, it also gives the definition of the animal's name. The cards all have a gray and yellow color scheme. Now let's talk about the machine itself. The machine is primarily a light gray color, with all the buttons being glowing yellow. When turned on, the bar in the middle glows a red color and a blue color. The card holders are molded in a yellow color, and on the back where the battery compartment is, the engine's biogenetics logo is proudly sculpted. On the front, the Jurassic logo is proudly displayed, with the speakers being behind it. When you stick a card in there, it will give you facts and trivia on the animal. However, they do not use the real dimensions of the animal, but rather the dimensions of the animal from Jurassic Park, which is a problem if they hope to educate children with this, because then they'd be feeding them misinformation. For example, everyone knows that the Velociraptor from Jurassic Park is grossly exaggerated, and it's okay that they still use the art from the movie on the card, but telling kids a Velociraptor was 5.5 feet tall and weighed 500 pounds is obscene. From the skeleton we know, a Velociraptor was only 2 feet tall, nowhere near the size of the JP Velociraptor, so they should have at least put a notification on the card saying that the data is fictitious, or maybe just put in the correct data. Some of the data on these cards are also really inaccurate. For example, they say that the Titanosaurus was only 10 feet tall. It even says this on the back of the card. This item is advertised as a way to educate your kids about prehistoric life, but so far it does not seem to be too good at that. By clicking the brain or teeth button under the cards, you can increase either their intelligence or aggression. And by clicking the eye, you can replay the facts about the creature. If you have 2 cards in there, you can click the middle button to make them fight. The cringy announcer will most likely start off by saying the names of each of the dinosaurs, accompanied by their roar, and then some adventure-esque music will play, along some buzzwords like crushing slash or hard ram. Then after all that, the battle will either end up in a tie or a success for an individual creature. Here is some footage of what it's like to use this thing.
Dinosaurus. Late Jurassic, 163 million years ago. sauropods to ever walk the earth. They were herbivorous quadrupeds with long tails, long necks, and small heads. Their bodies were stocky, with limbs that gave them a wider stance than other sauropods. They were peaceful foragers, but fierce defenders. Height, 10 feet. Weight, 26,000 pounds. Length, 30 to 40 feet. Dino Duel, Carnotaurus. Proceratosaurus. Dino Duel, begin. Here comes the claw attack. Brutal. We have a winner. Carnotaurus.
On the back, there are 2 spots for you to store the cards. This is really helpful because it keeps you from damaging the cards. In conclusion, this is still a really fun toy, and I can imagine people making lots of fun games to play with this thing. However, education-wise, if you're looking to educate your children about dinosaurs using this thing, I would not recommend it. There are better out there. Sure, they're still going to learn a lot about dinosaurs from this, but a lot of the data is very inaccurate because, like I said, they use the models from Jurassic Park to base their data off of. So, you know, it's not the most accurate. On that note, how do you play poker with this thing? Yeah, this channel is called Casino Co, so you better bet I'm gonna turn this game into poker somehow. Also, I don't have any poker chips on me, kinda left them in Arizona, so I'm gonna be using dollar bills to explain this. To start, each player is going to want to put an ante into the pot to begin the game. After you place your bet, each player will be dealt 5 cards, and yes, only 2 players can play this game. If you feel like you have a losing hand, you are welcome to flop, making it so that the other player wins immediately with minimal loss on your part. And yes, you are allowed to do this throughout any point in the game. This game consists of 5 battles. Between each round, you'll be given the option to bet or to hold. If you hold, the points in the pot will not grow, and no risk will be taken. If you bet, the points in the pot will increase, and everyone will be forced to match your bet. At the end of each round, the person who wins will take the 2 dinosaurs out of the top of the thing and put it as a pair to their side. This is called a trick. Whoever has the most tricks by the end of the game wins the game and gets all the points from the middle of the pot. If you want to use any power-ups on the bottom of the machine, it will cost 3 for aggression and 5 for intelligence. Also, try to keep your cards as hidden as possible. Alright folks, that's going to have to wrap it up for this video. Have a great rest of your day. And remember to like and subscribe so that I can reach 1,000 subscribers before I die of old age. Bye-bye!